Hello and welcome everybody. Happy Monday. Hope everybody's week was off to a good start. Dealing with all of this crazy crap we got going on, all right. So we're gonna do a card pull here, and I'm gonna go on a bit of a rant. I already got these guys all shuffled because I'm doing this one-handed here. We got the wheel, number 10. Let's find that card here. Number 10, Wheel of Fortune. This is a card about risk. Luck, fate, and change are involved. The lucky wheel goes round and round on its axle, and where she stops. When you spin the wheel, you take your chances. This card describes people who are risk takers or who appear to be lucky by nature. The rich, the successful, the happy. There's a good chance you will soon be feeling on top of the world. The odds turn in your favor. Conditions improve with a change in the seasons. The universe rewards those that show courage and will. That is an inalienable facet of reality once you understand how reality works. For work, anticipate change. Management turnover is likely now. You have a chance to rise up the corporate ladder. New ventures and strategic plans are completed. Investors are sought and found. Cash flow improves. Loans come through. Someone is betting on you. For love, risk getting hurt. This relationship may not be forever, but it will be good to you and for you for as long as it lasts. There is a good possibility you will get lucky this weekend. Your love life spices up when the seasons change. You may be lucky with love. For money, speculate. The market is guaranteed only to fluctuate. Sometimes it's a bull and sometimes it's a bear. You get by on a wing and a prayer. Deposit accounts, savings bonds, and government securities round out your portfolio and create a reserve. For strategy, play the odds. Depend as much on your skill in keeping track of the cards as on the luck of the draw. Minimize your risk by preparing well and considering the what-ifs when going into an uncertain situation. Leave room for escape. Why was the Six of Cups there? So the wheel, that's what that was for. And it's very fitting, actually, considering what my subject matter today is going to be. Because I really wish that people would take this shit seriously. And by this shit, I mean life and reality and your soul and the way that everything exists and functions and the systems that are in place. Because, you get these like half woke folk that talk about being anti-government and what have you, and yet they love their corporations and they love bankers and they love Hollywood and they love sports and they love police and they love their military and all this stupid shit that's put in place by the establishment as forms of control. It's not just one way they control you, it's layers upon layers upon layers upon layers of distracting you and deceiving you and feeding you bullshit and feeding you crap and making you want things that you don't need and making you idolize celebrity dipshits that contribute absolutely nothing to the greater good of humanity and are nothing but just wastes of resources. Motherfuckers with fucking 300 million square feet freaking mansions and shit. Ridiculous. Shit stays empty half the fucking time anyways. Because that's how stupid of a species we are. And we idolize these people. Like, that's something worth idolizing. Like, fuck government, fuck religion, fuck industry, fuck corporations, fuck capitalism, fuck bankers, fuck all of this fucking shit that they feed you and shove down your throat that everyone just accepts. And people literally attack you for saying, hey, maybe we should do things differently. Maybe we don't need to be working 1/3 of our lives for some rich fuck to get rich off of us. Guaranteed, that motherfucker isn't going to do the work. All these fucking people, they're always like, oh, unskilled workers, people with minimum wage don't deserve this shit. I guarantee you, you put any of those fucking people in front of a McDonald's cash register, they wouldn't know the first button to fucking press. But they think they're so fucking smart that they can just give their fucking opinions out their fucking asshole mouth, just spewing shit like they know something, when all they fucking know is what they've been told and haven't had an independent thought of their own their whole goddamn lives. This is the shit that we need to address. Like, what would I want? I would want people to, A, care about each other. I don't do this shit for me. Well, that's a lie. I do it for me because I know by building everything else up and by taking care of others and raising their quality of life and their standards of living, that's going to create an avalanche snowball effect, which is going to create good for the collective and for all of society as a whole. By raising up those that are the lowest, everybody gets raised up. But people want to just, people are satisfied being mediocre. They just want to, go to their jobs and, I'm going to buy this next thing. And then, after that, what's the next thing I'm going to buy? Drink beer and watch sports. And that's what people do. Dumbed down in a drunken up fucking stupor. Not feeling nothing, not caring about nothing. Just running that fucking hamster wheel. Like, what would I like? I'd like people to just stop. Just stop. Check yourself. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? What actions, what needs, what have you, what a bit of your survival led up to you doing what you're doing in this present moment. A lot of things about, just working because I got to pay bills. Why do you got to pay bills? Nobody asks these fucking things. They're just, well, that's just the way it is. Why? Because some fucking dipshit in a suit told you that's the way it is and you never fucking thought any bigger than being like, wait a minute, it doesn't have to be that way. All of these utility companies were publicly owned, publicly run things until politicians came in, privatized these industries, sold off these fucking facilities that were paid for by taxpayer dollars to give to their buddies so they could profit off of human fucking needs and then jack up the prices and everything else. And people are just, that's just the way it is. Just apathetic coward fucks. That's what I see when I look at society. I don't see anybody trying to stand up against government or trying to even have these conversations. I'm always trying to bring this shit up. This is what I talk about 24/7. Anything anybody fucking brings up, I'll make a political shit out of it. I don't care what it is. I can do it. But then, you're just some crazy guy. Hey? Because, it's radical to care about each other. It's radical to care about what we inflict upon this planet and how the systems are in place. I don't think that anything humans need to live should be something for profit. Medicine, housing, food, clothing, all these fucking things should be publicly owned, co-opted fucking facilities. If you want more, hey, yeah, sure, you can get more, you can pay for more, that's not the issue. But people's fucking most minimum basic needs should be taken care of. Billionaires shouldn't exist. Fucking people worship billionaires. You're never going to get to $1 billion being honest, being right and truthful, living with morality. Because again, People think that morality is subjective, that they can just make up the fucking rules and think that that flies. Wrong. Sorry. Doesn't work that way. There are rules and there are consequences written into the very fabric of our existence. And people just think that they can use and abuse and discard and trash and just have no fucking consideration whatsoever for the consequences of their actions or for, whatever events led up to that product's creation and, where it's going afterwards. Just throw everything into a fucking bin and then out of the mind then, right? Not your problem. Again, because that's what everyone's fucking problem is. Everyone thinks it's not their problem. Why should I do anything? That's not somebody I know. That's not somebody I care about. Piece of shit, soul dead motherfuckers. That you can't see someone, can't see suffering and think that, hey, that's not okay. Something should be done about this. I should do something about this. We should all be doing something about this. But no, there's a sports game on at fucking 6 o'clock and gotta go to work the next day, so I'm just gonna ignore that part of that little bit of information that was presented to me. Again, it's just, society's fucked. And yes, there's a certain amount of programming and indoctrination and mind control, but there's also a fucking point where you gotta fucking listen to your soul and, look at the true morality of everything and just say, this isn't okay. The way we live, the way we exist, the way we treat each other, none of this shit is okay. And we should not accept it. We should be working in unison with, creativity and compassion and, those kind of energies to create a fucking well-being for all of this Earth's inhabitants. From the fucking biggest fucking man to the smallest creature. That's what needs to happen. None of this freaking, me. A me generation to a we generation. I've always loved that one. I think that is the fucking best shit ever. And it's so simple, and that's what's so frustrating, is that we're programmed to think that we have such little power and so little influence in the events and the, everyday going on in things. And, the opposite is true. We have all the power in our everyday surroundings and interactions and stuff like this. I try to be the best I can be. I want to be conscious of what's going on and, be studious about it so I know and try to raise awareness. But whenever I interact with people, I always come from a place of care and compassion. I don't know what that person's going through. I don't know their life story. Why should I not be kind? Why should that not be the default setting, is just kindness? I got jokes and laughs and everything for everybody. Until you give me a reason not to. But as soon as, this interaction happens, I want to leave you feeling better about humanity and just better about humans in general. And better about yourself. Well, again, that was one of my biggest things, was caring about self. I had an unfortunate upbringing, and there was a lot of psychological abuse and insults. I was bullied at home. I was bullied at school. It was not a place that I could go where I was not getting shit talked about me. And that did a number on my psyche and my self-confidence and, the way I viewed myself and everything. And, through a lot of, self-reflection, and there was some psychedelic use, meditation and, becoming, aware of the spirit and aware of, higher energies and things of that nature. It was, the physical vessel is not the be-all, end-all. It's just a channel that we connect to experience this, dimension and space-time and everything. And, you don't have to put that much importance on this. but, you know, also love it because it allows you to have that experience. So, you know, like, take care and have some pride and, you know, things like that. And I definitely saw considerable change in my interactions and my lifestyle and things like that. When I truly cared about myself, then I wasn't able to take part in such self-destructive habits and, you know, things like that, knowing that my whole energy and being is affecting all of this. And again, that's what society is, right? A bunch of fucking bullies. Think they're fucking big and tough and, you know, think that they're just, you know, making fun of people and putting people down and insulting people is appropriate and, you know, makes whatever the fucking... Who knows what the fuck goes on in a fucking head like that? Because I know I'll talk shit, but not off the bat. I'll give you a couple fucking chances and I'll really try to get to know you and... You just, because there are stupid people. That's a fact. Some people are stupid, factually, and that's okay. They're just existing in their stupid selves. It's not a reason to make fun of them, not a reason to put them down. It's just, that's just them. Again, that's the mentality that this Western society and everything kind of does. There's a whole lot more on my chest I could get off, but there's a lot of deep shit there, so we don't need to get all that way right now. You know, I thank you for joining me. Thank you for hearing me out. I hope that, you know, you will consider some of your choices. That maybe when you go to the store, when you go to the shops, you'll maybe say, hey, maybe I don't need this. Maybe the thing I have at home is good enough. Maybe, you know, why do you want it? Do you want it for yourself? Do you want to impress somebody? Like, what's really going on here? Because chances are you're going to get it, and it's like everything. Have it for a week, and then novelty of it grows old and wears out, and then it's, oh, hey, what can I get next? What can I get next? Like little fucking squirrels after these goddamn nuts. Just, what's next? What's next? Oh, what's next? Fucking hoarding all your shit in your little fucking Saturn AL boxes. Yeah. So that's some shit to think about, people. Because we're on a precipice. And unless we really start getting involved, taking our power back, quit giving in to fucking politicians and bankers' demands and these fucking industrialist fucks that just control every aspect of our lives. Just listen to your heart. Because if you really listen to your heart, you'll see how wrong it is. You'll see how much better we can do as a species, as a society, as humans. Because the way we are doing it right now doesn't have a good outcome. Let's just put it that way. Unless we fucking, you know, take that fork in the road in the other direction, shit can get real bad real fast. Or it can get real good real fast. Which choice are you going to make?